What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex. You can call me Default. And today we are going to be reviewing One Piece chapter 1112. This is my first time looking at it, and this is my first time actually reviewing a chapter for you guys. And if you guys are wondering why I'm doing this on the YouTube channel, I'm a huge One Piece fan. I've been trying to find a way to cover One Piece on this channel for however long now, and I feel like this is a really good way to maybe do it. This is actually going to be like a part of my stream I'm doing right now on Twitch. And if you guys want to watch me do these like reviews, they're obviously just going to be on my Twitch channel, so go check that out. It's just twitch.tv/DefaltEVM, just like the YouTube channel. But anyway, we are going to get right into this now. And before I do actually get into this, there's one other thing I want to say, and it's that you guys are going to very, very slightly be able to see the chapter right down here in this corner down here. This one. There we go. You're going to be able to see it down there. It's going to be very, very faded and transparent, and it's going to be reversed. I have to do all that stuff just to avoid like copyright, no trouble like that. But what I will say is please, 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 always try and support by reading out the official version as well. Because there's going to be times where you read the translation from fans and it's not going to be right. But there's also going to be moments where there's going to be times that the official one isn't always right. With Jujutsu Kaisen, that's a big thing apparently. So yeah, all I ask is if you read the fan translation, try to read the official version as well, and just support. If you guys couldn't tell by my little manga like collection back here, I have One Piece manga. I buy it. I love to support Oda. He's amazing. You know, very, very amazing author. So try and help him out by supporting and reading the manga. That's what I will say. Anyway, we are going to get right into it now. And I have not read the chapter, so I don't know what to really expect. And let's pull up the chapter here. So, as I said, this is One Piece chapter 1112. And let's get into it. So, very first thing we have is Yamato and Kinemon. This is for the cover story, which is called Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 3. And Kinemon says to Yamato, "Consider this parting gift payment for a favor that I must ask of you." And I guess she got money from him. I can't really tell what it is, but I'm assuming it's money. Also, I said she, he, whatever you want to consider Yamato. I'm not going to have that debate. That's not a debate for me to have. Alright, so the Mark III Pacifista have all been incapacitated. Don't let up. Keep firing. We can't let Emperor Straw Hat's crew escape! And this is all just Marines getting, like, I don't know, I guess they're finally fighting back from, like, the Straw Hats and everyone else from Egghead that are just, like, you know, they were getting decimated for a while because of the Pacifistas, but, what's his name? Is it Venus Juro? Ethan? He went through and he just kind of destroyed them all. And they say, it'll be a disaster if Jewelry Bonnie gets away. And you can just see a bunch of the Pacifistas, they're all knocked out. And Venus Juro is still going around, and he is just like, bro is decimating him. She is no more than a little 12-year-old girl. And you gave her the power to eradicate nations. Your defiance is as foolish as it is insolent. Insolent, Vegapunk. Your defiance is as foolish as it is insolent, Vegapunk. I mean, Venus Juro, if I were you, I wouldn't be talking, bro, because you literally gave her the Age fruit, and you let her have the ability to turn into, like, the sun god Nika, or at least use his power somewhat, so, I mean, you're kind of as stupid as him if you're gonna call him that. It's not nice to call the kettle black. And then we got Dorian Broggy. Or sorry, this isn't Dorian Broggy. This is it Oingo? How does this say Oingo? Oingo and Boingo. Wrong series. Oimo and Kashi, that's their names. They say, "Let's hurry back to the ship. Yeah, some scary looking guys just arrived." One Piece chapter 112 isn't real. I ate it, sorry. Oh, god damn it. Alright, and then we got cannons that are blowing, and they're shooting at, I can't tell what that is. Yeah, I can't really tell. Stop them from setting sail. Target the ship from Elbaf and sink it. Get to the northeastern front on the double. And then I guess we got Frankie here who says, "Out of the way! I'm not letting you through. Steam strong? Right! Damn, Frankie just knocked out an admiral or a vice admiral. That's insane. Dude, Frankie's built different. That's why we love Frankie, dude. He is the GOAT. Bro got this fucking triple chin Reddit moderator looking ass admiral. Good shit, Frankie. Fuck him up. It sucks that Frankie doesn't get more moments in this arc. I mean, he's gotten a few moments so far, but like, dude, we gotta. They should have centered more of this arc around him. I hope they do the same. Well, I hope they don't do the same thing with Usopp. Like, I hope they give him more attention during Elbaf, because if they don't, that whole build up was just for nothing. I think Oda will, but I really hope they keep it consistent here. And then Bonnie says, "Oh wait, where are we at?" Yeah, Bonnie says, "Hey Giants, take care of my dad." And they're like, "You bet." And then, I don't know, I can't tell who says this. Maybe an admiral? They said, "Brace yourself, Jewelry Bonnie, you stupid, miserable brat. We're not going to let you keep a single one of our war machines." And then one of these admirals, this bozo, is like, "Uh-oh." And then she says, "He's not a weapon," and bro got turned into a child. And she says, "My daddy is a hero, you cleft-chin geezer." Damn. And then, who is that? Is that another one of the admirals? I think it is. They're like, "This is hard to watch, stop it." And then, in the Lava Stratum, because we switched places now, and you've got Vegapunk, Shaka, and Pythagoras. I think that's... And when I say Vegapunk, I mean the Stella, but, you know, because they're all technically Vegapunk. Shaka says to him, "Aren't you going to drink that Vega coffee of yours?" And he's like, "Don't tease me, Shaka. It's too hot. You know my tongue's as sensitive as a cat's." And now he says he's like, "There's only 4 minutes left now." Actually, I guess that's Shaka. Or Pythagoras, one of them. And you've got one of them. This is it Mars? I don't remember which one's which, but the bird one. He's like, "There's only 4 minutes left now, Stella." Or no, sorry. He says this is definitely the same room. And then York's like, "There's no doubt this is where it was filmed, but..." Whoa. And then something happens. Oh, he just destroyed the room? I think he did a fucking giant explosion of the room. Holy shit. Like a laser beam? Damn, bro. Come on. And Yark's like, "Hold on, don't do anything crazy." And now they're saying, "Stella, there's not enough time." And they said, "See, you didn't do... Wait, who the fuck is talking? It's hard to tell." I'm gonna say this is York that's talking. "See, you didn't stop diddly squat." And then, I guess Vegapunk's still talking. "Stella, there's not enough time, but we can cool the coffee down if we use a thermoelectric device to alternate the temperature." I'm assuming is the last word. If I were Stella, I'd make sure the broadcast snail was well hidden. And Venus Duro, or who... I don't know who the fuck this is. I want to say Mars. And he says, "Then I shall continue until the entire lab is vaporized." So he's just gonna keep destroying the lab, I guess, until he finds whatever's projecting it. And then York says, "That'd be a mistake. The second floor of Building B is dedicated to weapons development, and the first floor houses the power station. Not only that, but the third floor of Building C stores a number of high-pressure gas cylinders. If you damage any of those in the resulting explosion, you'll blow punk records to smithereens." And he says, "Then think of a solution, you satellite. You satellites all share the identical thought process, correct? Yeah, wait, so that's what's kind of confusing me. Like, how does she not know where the snail is? Because wouldn't she remember where Stella put it? Because he has the same memory as her? Like, that's what has me a little bit lost. Like, is that like a plot hole, or is that like... Is that not how it works? Because that's kind of got me a little bit lost. Because I feel like York should know where, like, what's projecting it. Unless, like, Vegapunk made himself forget where he put it. But I'm guessing... I don't know. That's what's just really confusing me. He says, of course, I know exactly how to stop this. Besides, we don't want to rack up any more sins. Our relationship is troubled enough already. And I guess he's confused. And she says, I sense the voice of a small life form above. You mean from Punk Records? Don't tell me he hid the snail there. And she says, it'll be one of the broadcasting snails we just recently finished developing. They're shaped like this sort of triangular shell. And he says, where's the entrance? And he starts flying up. And next we go, okay, we stop following them. And now we're over here with Stussy. And Stussy's like, what a relief, it's gone. Guess it wasn't interested in us. And that's not Shaka. Kaku's like, I guess the feeling's mutual. And Kaku's still in the bubble from when he got captured from the Straw Hats after they betrayed him. And so he's like, what in the blue blazes was that monster? Which I don't know what the hell he's saying. Bro's yapping, I guess. And she says, going off of what we overheard, I think it's one of the 5 elders, or the Gorosei. Go figure, what a repulsive transformation. And he says, so why are you still here? Did you leave your new pals? Did your new pals leave you high and dry? God damn, I cannot read. I'd be downright heartbroken if it weren't for your own recent double cross. And she says, I decided to stay of my own volition. Someone needed to be here to carry out this final mission. And I guess Kaku's confused. I'm kind of confused myself. I don't know what's going on. Hang on. We're just going to leave Stussy behind? There's no help in it? Oh, and they said, there's no help in it. That darn barrier has to be lowered the instant the ship does its big escape. Oh, so she's over here trying to lower the barrier. Okay, gotcha. And mind you, the Frontier Dome can only be disarmed from the command tower. The lady wanted to do it herself. We can only... Wait, who's talking? Is this Nami? We can only respect that and show our gratitude by getting out of here alive. Of course we won't miss this chance, or we won't waste this chance to escape, but... And then Robin says, the thing is, how are we meant to cover the distance that Vega Force 1 was originally going to fly us? That's the real head scratcher here, Nico Robin. According to my calculations, which I think this is Pythagoras talking again, or Edison. I don't remember. I think it's Edison. According to my calculations and all conventional wisdom, we're 100% guaranteed to crash and burn. Seriously? And Usopp says, guys, I just finished loading the coup de burst! We can take off toward the sea in the second Zoro and the others get on board. If we don't make it, we'll have to improvise and rely on everyone else's powers. Let's give it our all. Ha ha ha, woo-wee, wowee, this sure is a rowdy crew. They say miracles happen because guts triumph over all. And, love that theory. Even if I am a scientist. I was like, Brooke was gonna say, oh yeah, I don't have any guts. Because I'm a skeleton. I was really sitting here waiting for it. Okay, this is Edison. Edison, what are you doing? I'm gonna make sure your ship reaches the ocean. Trust me, projected damage is 78%. Edison? Not dying yet. Okay. And then here we are with the fucking worm again. I guess the worm came back. So, a terrible vortex is... What does this say? Culminating? Oh. Emanating from the island. And it's the fucking worm thing. And everything's getting sucked up. What power? What power? It's sucking us in. And this is Dory and Broggy talking. We're not getting anywhere! And Luffy's over here fucking struggling. He's like... And I guess he almost got caught in. That is kind of a funny panel. And so this building's right here, and Luffy's like, you know what? You're so fucking hungry. How about you eat? And he just feeds him a tower. Try chewing on this building. And bro just fucking shoves a building in that damn Gorosei's mouth. That's funny. Luffy just, I guess, ran out of Gear 5. What the Straw Hat? You look like an old man. A lot of food and power. Food? Want some of our Hikari? Hikari? Ugh, what's that smell? Fermented shark. It's an emergency ration from Elbaf. It may stink, but it's tasty. And Luffy's like, whoa, that hit the spot. Your body is so expressive. You're back to normal. And then the boar starts charging up, the boar Gorosei. And he's like, the boar's charging. And then Luffy goes, Gear 3rd. Ooh, let's go. Gear 3rd callback. Alright. Finally. Gum Gum! Red Rock! And he bumped his head. And, wow. He fucking hurt his hand? Holy shit. How hard is this guy's skin? And the Gorosei's just looking up at him, I guess. I mean, now we're back to Labostratum. And it looks like... Uh-oh. Hey, hang on. What in the world? Who goes there? And it's fucking Jay Garcia that's pulling up. That's great to see. And now at the northeast coast, the Giants! Huh? Who the heck is that? Oh shit. Now Venustro's pulling up. This is not looking good for the Straw Hats, dude. Yeah, I think this is Mars right here. Okay. Punk Records, Labostratum. There's only one more minute, Stella. I know. This must be it. Seems fortune did not favor you this time, Vegapunk. Oh. Bro looks like he shit himself. Uh-oh. That's not good. Dude, this is not looking good for the Straw Hats, man. Who's gonna fucking... Shanks is gonna have to come in and give the Gorosei shits now. Just like he did to Green Bull. Hey guys, so I'm back from the next day now, and I've kind of thought about the chapter a bit. I've watched a few YouTube videos from like other YouTubers kind of giving their perspective on this chapter. And I wanted to give you guys a little insight of what I'm thinking might happen in the next chapter, or what we could maybe possibly see. So the one thing that I say towards the end of the stream, I wanted to add this part just because like now I can just go over everything now that I have all my thoughts together. The first thing I want to say is with the cover story. I think that Blackbeard is going to pull up to Wano, and I think he's going to start going for Pluton. He might even kidnap Yamato, maybe, because Yamato is the daughter / son of Kaido. I'm not going to get into that whole thing, like I said, on stream. But a bunch of other things that I want to think about when it comes to that is, like, I feel like, you know, they're going to try and go to Wano. Momonosuke, Yamato, and, like, all the scabbards are going to fight Blackbeard. Blackbeard's going to just, like, fuck them up. And pretty much they're just going to go and they're going to get Pluton. And then from there, I feel like they're going to go for Pluton first, because Pluton is like in Wano, and Wano's pretty close to where they were just at. So that's what they're going to go for first. And then maybe later on in that cover series, maybe Yamato might even follow them to Fisherman Island. I'm not too sure. This is just a prediction I'm making, because I feel like we're going to have to see him get to like Shirahoshi as well. So that's my other thing. So I'm thinking Yamato might maybe follow them, and that might be where her adventure starts. And I think Yamato, if she does end up doing that, she'll probably end up following the Straw Hats and like reuniting with them from there, and then just that's where she joins the Straw Hats then. So the next thing I want to talk about is the actual end of the chapter. And I don't remember what I said during the stream, what I thought it was. Like, I don't know if I thought it was a person or what, but a lot of people that I've watched like or reacted to that also had like their own chapter reviews, they've all pretty much said that like it's probably just Vegapunk's brain. And honestly, I think they're right, because it's a really weird noise that they're hearing, and they're literally in like Punk Records, so I feel like that makes the most sense that it's Vegapunk's brain. And I think the reason why it's going to be so suspenseful is, like, I think Vegapunk's brain Like, I feel like there's more to the brain fruit than just like, oh yeah, you can make your brain storage like a lot bigger. Like maybe there's more to it where like he can somehow use like I forget how it works, but like there's sometimes in fiction, maybe in real life too, probably in fiction mainly, like there'll be like thunder shocks that come off the brain. Maybe that's how the Gorosei is gonna get attacked, or maybe that's like that whole transponder snail thing is like just a decoy to like lure him up there for something. That's my guess. Like because I don't think Vegapunk is stupid enough to the point where like he would just leave the one up there and then make it really easy for like the Gorosei to find. Like that doesn't really make too much sense to me. So I feel like Vegapunk has some like ulterior motives to as to why he put that up there. So that's one thing. And my other theory, that this is my theory that I kind of came up with, and I haven't heard anyone else say this, but honestly, I think that York might be like double crossing the Gorosei. And this is totally a shot in the dark. This is like not really much to back this up. But one of the things that just really throws me off, and maybe I have like the whole like the way that the satellites work mixed up and not understanding it. But my theory is that York knows more than she's letting on to Mars here. And she just actually knows what the transponder snail does. And she knew where it was at and what the whole plan is. Because like I feel like they all have like the same memory. Unless I'm totally wrong on that. But like she knew that they were working on that transponder snail and she knows what it does. So why would she not tell him what it does? Because she says in the chapter specifically, she says that it's a transponder snail that they're working on, but she never specifies what it really does. She says it'll be one of the broadcast snails we recently finished developing. They're shaped like this with a sort of triangular shell. And like all she says, like I said, is that it's a broadcast snail that they just finished developing. And there's already broadcaster snails in like, you know, the whole One Piece verse. So what is the special one for? Like what does it do? Is it one that just like lets you put it all across like the One Piece world, or like does it have a camera function to where you can make it so everyone can see like what's going on in there and like show them like the Gorosei? Because that's honestly what I'm thinking is going to happen. And the last thing that I've heard, and this is like, you know, the ultimate like how the Straw Hats are going to get saved. So there's the theory, well, one of them is not really a theory, it's probably just really what's going to happen, is that the robot is going to come and he's going to start fighting some of the Gorosei. I think the ones he's going to start with are the ones that are fighting Luffy. Like, I feel like he'll join in on that fight first. So I think that's what's going to happen there. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with, like, Usopp and them's group. I mean, all Usopp really has to do is pull out, you know, the 10-ton hammer and just, like, you know, Jay Garcia's fucked once that happens. But, like, with the other groups, though, like with Venus Duro, I think this is my theory. This is the one that I'm not 100% certain on. But if you ask me, how can they, like, save this at the very end here? If Kuma regains his consciousness, all he realistically has to do is use his paw fruit and just poof everyone to, like, either the Thousand Sunny, to Elbaf. I don't know if he's been to Elbaf, so maybe not that one. But I feel like Kuma, like, that might be Kuma's way of sacrificing himself. Because honestly, at this rate, I don't think Kuma's living in this arc. Like, I don't think he's surviving. He might. I doubt it, but he maybe. But I think that's where Kuma's gonna, like, come in and he's gonna kind of sacrifice himself. Just because of, like, the whole, like, us getting the whole flashback arc and everything. But yeah. So that's kind of where my theories are with this. I don't know how much of this is going to come true or not. Like, these are all shot in the darks. Like, I mean, like I said, some of these are inspired from other YouTubers, which I'm going to shout them out now. Tekking, Grand Line Review, Ohara, and there might be one other one. I kind of forget. But I think those are the only three. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, feel free to drop a like. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this chapter. Because for me, I still would say this is like a 9 out of 10 chapter, at least for me. I feel like this is a really good chapter. A lot of people are saying that they don't like how this is kind of just setting up for like the end of the arc, but for me, I mean, I thought the whole Luffy like giving the one Gorosei the pillar into his mouth, I thought that was a pretty good bit, and I also just really liked seeing Gear 3 come back. That was also cool. And I'm really hyped to see what happens next week. I hope we do get the robot finally doing something, considering it's been like a year or so now. That's been kind of hyped up for. But that being said, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, keep it virtual. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.